Okay, I know how it can be sometimes. We're out on a Saturday. I know what happens here. Okay, this place. You guys live. Do you realize you live in a city? I asked this woman how much it was for a fireball shot, expecting some real ridiculous city price. She looked at me and said, with a straight face, this woman looked at me and said, $3. I almost dropped to my knees in tears. It was the most beautiful thing I have ever heard in my entire life. $3? I see why you guys don't leave. Why would you leave? $3 and $5 for a double. This is God's country. Have any of you seen Creed, by the way? Have any of you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Two people in the back. What about, okay, young, well-to-do white people? Have you seen Creed yet? No, not the band live. Not the band live. Not the band. And shame on, what's his name? Scott something or other? Drug addict, piece of garbage guy. Shame on him for ruining the good name of the Creed family. Shame on him. Thankfully now Adonis has come through. I'm going to say this right now. Listen, okay, we're personal now. If you don't see Creed by December 25th, you're a domestic terrorist in my eyes. You're a domestic terrorist. You're a domestic terrorist. There's no place for you in my America. There's no place for you in my America. I hate this, dude, for real, I hate this time of the year because I get so emotional because the kids that I grew up with, I'm realizing, oh my God, we actually just really can't be friends anymore because of politics, which is crazy because the fucked up thing about it is the people that I would vote for in this election are the people that I think are the least fun to actually hang out with. Like for me personally, I'd vote for Bernie Sanders, but guess what? Bernie, if he saw me having 2 rum and cokes, he'd be talking about like moderation and responsibility. But if I'm hanging out with Donald Trump and he sees me with 2 rum and cokes, he's giving me 5 shots of Fireball and he's like, let me tell you something about China. I hate all the brown people, but Setoiyo, you're okay. And I'm like, oh. This feels like home. Okay, this feels like Thomas Worthington circa 2001.
First of all, Pete Steele, you know, the reason I want you to clap it up for Pete Steele is that Pete was in the back earlier where Teddy Hansen and Christian Manuel are, and they were folding their arms doing a thing. Pete, I think, at the core is a very, very disgruntled ethnic man underneath all of that whiteness. I think so, because literally a person came on stage. And Aaron Abramovich came on stage and had a killer set, and then he went and said, I can't eat pussy because my nose is too big. And I became immediately offended, and I said, my nose is big, I eat pussy just fine. And I looked at a woman, and she said, your nose isn't big, it's just wide. And I said, okay. And in between all this, Pete Steele was in the back, chilling, arms folded, just like this the entire time. Like, you ate pussy with conviction, okay? Like, you haven't eaten it. I'm sorry, if you think your nose is too big, you haven't eaten, like, Aaron Abramovich, young man, I love you. Aaron, how old are you? How old are you, Aaron?
22.
Oh my God, you ain't never, oh, Aaron, come on, Aaron. Aaron, come on. Are you kidding me, man? Are you fucking kidding me, man? This wide ass fucking nose is why I ran a 10.9 and the 100-meter dash at 17, and I can eat some goddamn pussy. You young man are a warrior. You're a hero. You can eat pussy. You just gotta put your mind to it, okay? And your nose. Because listen, no, Aaron, fun fact that I've been told by women who I trust more than men, honestly. If you're eating the pussy right, they don't even care where your nose is. Like, it can be all up in it. But as long as everything is touching the clitoris, if they don't care. They really don't give a fuck.
It doesn't make sense.
This was my moment, actually. Piggyback. While I'm educating young 22-year-old comedians, as a 31-year-old man, I come out into these environments and then I see a young black man named Caleb, which I don't trust, okay? Which I do not. I fundamentally do not trust.